Oakley dokley.
I'm all the way up.
There we go.
But what were you talking about? Social media followings, Jake.
Oh, Anthony asked me if I look for like on-air personality, gigs or whatever the fuck. And so,
Nice.
but yeah, I made a production resume today just because I've been talking to my brother and my brother-in-law, and I think I'm going to really focus me getting a new job is like not me doing jobs I don't actually want to do, but like working in some capacity in entertainment. So like going back to the I'm going to New York on Friday, and my brother said he'll teach me. I'm going to be with him a lot in the city. He'll teach me how to use Avid. That way, at least, I mean, obviously in 10 days, I'm not going to become a professional, but I know the basics. I didn't even know the basics when I got the Bachelor. And if I know the basics now with Avid, I can get a job in television. So,
Yeah, absolutely. Jake, stop touching your thing.
Oh, you can hear it?
It's like,
It sounds like just a little grindy.
no, that's awesome though. No, like 10-day crash course in someone that uses it all the time. I think you'll learn whatever you need to know.
And also just lie on your fucking resume.
Well, that's the thing is, like,
you know what I mean?
Everyone, it's been more than a year since I've been with The Bachelor, but dude, I saw what getting a gig without knowing any like editing software, looked like with the first 3 months of The Bachelor, and that shit was a struggle bus. So I wanted to this way. I'm going to say, I know Avid. I'm not going to say how long I've known it for, but that way I don't lie. And they're like, cool. We need you to edit this and I'm like, oh shit, I don't even know which thing does which. So that's why. I already watched like a YouTube video the other day, like a 20-minute, just basic Avid shit. So I'm going to make an effort to really, I applied today for a Warner Brothers video game associate producer. And dude, based on legitimate shit that I did, I have a lot of qualifications, and then it's just game development. I'm like, fuck, I don't have that. So
wait a minute, you never developed any games, Jake? Come on.
I know, right? I should turn my comic book universe into a video game.
Jake, all I'm saying is the way you hollering at these bitches, I feel like you've developed some game.
Hey! You ain't lying, Cody. I'll tell you that. Dude, I think I'm going to put that on my resume. Yes.
I've developed games.
For years of macking it to bitches, I have developed games.
Wait, are you smoking a cigarette?
No, it's a joint.
Oh, I thought that was a cigarette for a second. I was like, you're just lighting up a cigarette right now?
Hell no, this is a pre-rolled weed joint.
No, nice. I swear I saw it looks like there's a filter at the end of it.
There is a filter. There's a filter right here.
No, but it looked like never mind. I'm just
it looked like a
straight up looked like a cigarette.
Cody, it's the same ones we smoked when you were here in LA.
Those ones that fucking brutalized me?
Oh yeah.
Speaking of getting brutalized,
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Well, it's officially spooky season.
Ooh.
Yeah. And what a better way to kick it off. You know what I mean?
I agree, because this kind of combines two things that are relevant. One,
spooks.
Spookiness. Okay, well, easy there, Cody.
I was talking about like spookiness as a plural activity. Scares.
Cody's
you guys.
covert racism is always coming out.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, I agree. It combines spookiness and, of course, comic books, but not just any comic book character or universe. One of the classic comic books, Archie,
which we haven't spoken about yet.
Never even mentioned his name. Dude, I honestly Anthony, when I read this, I was really surprised at how much I liked it. I was like, oh, dude, this comic is kind of fucking cool.
Same. That's literally what I said to Cody when he just asked me about it.
Dude, I loved it.
Right? Wasn't it good?
I loved it.
I loved it too. I breezed through it. I was like, dude, this is a great book.
Yeah, dude, it was awesome.
5 issues.
Yeah.
It's called Afterlife with Archie. It's written by Roberto Aguirre-Sacasa and art by Francesco Francavilla, which... oh my God.
I think that's Aguirre.
Huh?
Aguirre, not Aguirre.
No, he pronounced it right. Aguirre would be with one R.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I almost have to roll the R.
It's Aguirre, yeah.
Aguirre.
They're obviously Latino or Spanish.
Yeah, which is awesome too because that team, it's just both of them are. And I just got to say that art. I love the art. Like when I say I love this comic, it's not just the writing. It's the art's a big part of it.
Yes.
Yeah, the art is stunning.
Agreed.
Okay, well, before we get into it, I think Anthony has something he needs to show us.
Oh yeah, can you
wait? What?
Can you peep what's in the background a little bit? Can you
Anthony,
see it?
go ahead and bring it to
see what's in the
bring it to the commies.
Here we go.
What is
The
this?
star of this comic and our he's joining the podcast right now. Zombie Jughead, everybody.
That's actually really sick.
Right?
Yeah, that's cool as fuck. And the art, I mean, the commies can't see it,
Yeah,
but
they
it's
can't.
fucking
We'll
badass.
have to do something with this, you know?
Dude, that's
Say
sick.
cheese.
Dude, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, no, this is awesome. Actually, maybe I have a dark secret about why I have this, but I don't know if I should share it for this.
Is this a free dark secret you're giving us?
Yeah, this is give it to the people just so the people can know what kind of things they're getting.
We
But
want
you
them
guys-
to know what they're missing by not subscribing to our Patreon.
Ooh, I actually don't know if I should reveal this. It's kind of weird. It's a weird story. Like, I don't know if I could get in trouble or get someone in trouble.
Yes, those
Do
are
you
the best
wanna-
ones.
I'll tell
Yeah,
it,
or-
and then we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, we can always edit it out, honestly.
Yeah, but
Yeah, or save it for the Patreon or something.
it's
you know,
not
if we-
dark in that way, but okay. So like,
Okay.
so I have this giant cardboard cutout of Jughead, and part of the reason why I have it is because my sister, she has a daycare in New Rochelle. She opened a new one.
Shout out to Neuro.
Shout out to New Rochelle. And in this new one, the building that it's in, Archie Comics was in right before. They were the people that were renting it before she moved in. I don't know where they moved.
Damn.
But this was like their location in Westchester for years, Jake, actually.
Huh.
I think it's in Pelham specifically.
Okay.
And when I went there, they left like a bunch of stuff behind. Now, this is why I say it's dark and it's just like, if you owned a place, Archie people didn't own the place. If you rented out the place or you bought the whatever's in the space is yours after the people leave, right? Like
Yes.
legally
Possession
it's
is
yours.
9/10 of the law.
No, but
Anthony.
like not even like that. But it's yours because like think about this. It's not like they were like, oh, we forgot this Jughead cutout. It wasn't like they were like, fuck, we gotta leave Archie headquarters, leave everything.
Yeah. Evacuate.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And literally the alternative was, Anthony, we're throwing all this shit away. So if you want that, like you could take it basically.
Why
you
would you
did the
get in
right
trouble
thing.
for that? Yeah.
Because I almost feel like I'm stealing. I don't know. It's the altar boy vibes. I
It's
can't get
not
rid of them.
yeah, it's your Catholic guilt, Anthony.
It really is. It's like it's so cool. It was like, damn it, like because I've actually never was a big
Anthony,
Archie fan until
We
recently.
are ironborn. We take what is ours. We do not sow. We do not reap in the fields.
Anthony, I just want you to know I absolve you of your sins.
Oh, thank you. You know what? I think that deserves a little bit of. All right, that's enough.
Yeah. No, I think you did the right thing by stealing
Okay, cool.
all that Archie's material.
Yeah, and a ton of books. Anyway, one of those books is Afterlife with Archie.
Oh, you
Yeah.
didn't even buy this for me? You just gave it to me because you had a bunch of free copies?
Yeah.
Well, now I feel I mean, I would do the same thing, so.
No, but literally, like, it was like a thoughtful give because it seemed like an awesome comic. And we have a fucking comic book podcast. If we could all literally have the same copy of the same comic, easy.
Yeah.
And that's what
Yeah.
this is, you know?
I'm here for it, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what is this? This is Comics and Chronic, by the way.
Hey.
You already know who it is. I'm not even going to introduce names today. You guys got to guess them.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's me, Anthony Iannaccio. I'm joined by my boy Jake FH and Cody Kane.
Yo.
Hey. I don't like it. Anyway.
Dude, what if for spooky season we placed each other's souls in different bodies, you know?
Ooh, like a Freaky Friday type
Yeah,
thing?
exactly. Like a Freaky Friday situation.
Nice.
All right. I'll live in your shoes for a day or two.
Oh, you can't handle my shoes, Anthony. You know what happens to Icarus when he flew too close to the sun? That's what it's like wearing my shoes. Knowing you're better than everyone, but the powers that be always bringing you down.
Damn.
That's so funny.
No. Yeah, I never feel that way.
No.
Well, who was brought down?
I was about to say the same fucking thing.
Dude,
this comic is like legitimately scary too.
It is.
Yeah, before we dive into this comic in particular, I do want to just like talk about Archie characters for a second, if that's okay with you guys. Just because this is my first introduction. This is the first Archie comic I've ever read.
Whoa.
What?
That's crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Damn, that's nuts.
That's crazy.
I never read Archie growing up.
Me either.
Never.
My sisters had them, so they would be
That makes
they would be in the
sense.
bathroom, so I would have them.
Yeah, see, I never had any exposure. And if you take a little boy in the 90s to a comic book shop and say, you can pick out 2 comics, you know what I picked out? I picked out a really action-y packed X-Men comic, and I would pick out like a Beavis and Butthead comic or a like Aliens comic or a Jurassic Park comic.
Yeah.
Never.
I don't think too many people, especially boys, are going to flock to Archie.
Exactly.
But the thing is, like, I didn't read the art. I'm the same boat as you, Cody. I didn't read Archie growing up, but I did pick it up recently.
Nice.
Which is why I was even more interested to, like, when I say recently, like within the past few months, I just started reading a shit ton of Archie.
Nice.
And that's what I love about comics. I mean, movies are kind of like this too, but within months, I could like 3 months ago, I could be like, I've never read a single Archie comic. I know shit about Archie. And now I'm like, okay, I'm into Riverdale,
Yeah.
Let's talk about the place. So basically, this is like an updated Archie Comics now is like an updated, almost like caricature of like it takes place now, but there's still like 1950s sentiments and elements
hard
to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they're talking about tweeting, but like there's like an ice cream shop and you know what I mean? There's just like everyone wears their what Letterman
It's a small
jackets
town, the high school vibes. Archie has a fucking jalopy.
Archie Comics was first published in 1939.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It goes
That's
back.
crazy, yeah.
It goes back.
It's one of the oldest comics because of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something you said earlier, like, is what I thought about Archie. And then when I read it, I was like, wait a minute, I wish I read this growing up because Archie is all about growing up and being like a guy in high school, like having crushes on girls and having girls chase at. Yo, Archie has so much rizz. Every girl in Riverdale wants to fuck Archie. Like, that's no joke.
Yeah, dude. Also, so Archie's not. So Archie, from what I gather, is a. What's the movie that I'm thinking of?
So much rizz.
So Archie seems to me to be like kind of a Ferris Bueller.
Yes, I was actually Cody, we're on the fucking same wavelength tonight. Yeah, I feel
whoa, why am I not on the same wavelength? What the fuck?
Because I was literally thinking some of the things Cody's saying out of his mouth. That's why.
I thought those things before Cody was even born.
Oh shit!
Before Cody was even alive, is what he said.
Which doesn't make sense because you're Well,
no, but that's another thing about Archie. Like, he inspired so many characters like Ferris Bueller and shit like that, which I didn't realize until, again, I read Archie.
Yeah, so he's a Ferris Bueller type kid. Jughead seems to be like a slacker stoner kid. Is that right? Kind of like Archie's sidekick.
he's like the Skeeter to Doug,
Exactly. Like, he's like the heart and soul of Riverdale for real. Like, everyone likes Jughead, even though Jughead's
also like, for sure like the cool stoner kid of the group.
Yeah, like he seems like he's shaggy in a way. He has shaggy
hard
vibes.
shaggy vibes, yeah.
Always eating burgers.
Oh, dude, that's because he's stoned as shit, wearing his little crown hat or whatever.
His crown hat, yeah.
Is it supposed to be the Burger King crown or what?
No. Like,
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I was a kid, I thought like that's what it was.
I know exactly what you mean. I think there's even like a updated Archie group, and they look like the Burger King kids. I don't know if that was an inside thing, like same artist or something. But no, his hat is like a 1940s thing. Like it's what is it? Maybe like a fedora or something that it's inside out, and he cut a certain way to look like that because it's like. It was like a style of the time for like the class clown or something. I'm not making this up. It was like something kids did back then.
Almost like if you were the class clown, you were the jester. Almost like a jester's cap more than a crown.
That's what I would think about with Jughead too. Like he does, because that's what he is.
Class clown energy. Yeah.
Not to say that Archie isn't, and then all the characters aren't goofy in their own way, because while Archie does have a lot of rizz, he is kind of Mr. Magoo-esque. Like, he can't really do anything right. Like, he's always fucking up. Like, in any job you give him, he will fuck it up.
Okay, wait, Anthony, I got what it's called. It's called a whoopee cap.
Whoopee cap, there we go. It's called a whoopee cap.
It's a fedora with the brim removed and triangles cut into the bottom edge, which was folded up to create a vaguely crown-like appearance.
Nice.
It was popular in the 1940s.
Nice.
Yeah, that's crazy. What a specific thing.
Right. I think I was pretty accurate about the description.
No,
too.
You were dead on. It's funny though because now in the CW Riverdale version, it's just like a beanie he wears.
Yeah. Oh, I'll save what I think about that. I'll have a revelation at the end of the. I don't want to. I have to save it for later.
I also have a Riverdale revelation too.
Ooh. Okay.
I don't know shit about Riverdale, so I have no
revelations.
Yeah, none at all.
Maybe you'll have one before the episode is up.
Yeah.
Okay.
An epiphany.
Okay, so I do want to say it's crazy that, like, and I'm not saying this, like, I know they're high schoolers, but Archie be getting bad bitches.
Dude, Archie, they're in high school, but Archie is, like, for sure not a virgin. He's been getting his dick wet for years.
Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Yeah, for decades.
Yeah.
He's only like 16 tops.
And then there's Jughead, who's his best friend. The two main love interests are Betty and Veronica. I knew that's like really all I knew about Archie was just that it was set in Riverdale, that he had two love interests, that two women, two of the most successful baddest bitches in his school were just constantly fighting over his clumsy, charismatic ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They couldn't resist it.
You can't resist the rizz.
Nope.
And then there's what's the meathead? Moose.
And then there's Reggie.
Reggie's a fucking shit. It's honestly all this. We'll jump into that, but this is all Reggie's fault.
Oh yeah, Reggie started this whole shit.
Yeah.
Oh, let's not forget Sabrina.
Yeah, Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Dude, you know what's cool? I'll be honest. Even though I've had friends that work on both Sabrina and Riverdale, I didn't know until reading this. I was like, wait, are they in the same universe? And I didn't know Sabrina.
Isn't that crazy?
I didn't know that. Like I had
no idea either.
I grew up watching the Melissa Joan Hart's Sabrina the Teenage
Witch.
Same.
I was like, I never would have guessed that it's in the same world as Archie.
Yeah. So really, if you think about it, Sabrina the Teenage Witch was a comic book TV show that we watched growing up.
Oh, the original.
Not the original, but yeah. But it was one. I'm just saying, like, it's still a comic book, Sabrina's a comic book character.
Yeah. I generally, when I read that in this comic, I was like, oh, that's cool. I had no fucking idea Sabrina was like...
Yeah, that they were just like in towns near each other.
Yeah, just like a town away, yeah.
And the same writer does a series this version of Archie, like Cody's saying, is like they have Twitter and stuff. It's more modern, but it still has like the old school. Like it's called Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Same writer, and I think it has the same vibe, like much darker, much more mature, I would say.
Yeah, this was like honestly like a scary comic. Also, but another question. Does that one brother-sister pair, do they want to fuck each other?
I think that's the joke. I don't know. Like in a real Archie comic, it wouldn't go that far, but you would still be asking that question.
But they're like weirdly close. And you know what? I'm going to be honest. Over the course of my life, I have met sister brothers who were like just the way they act is like too comfortable. I'm like,
I hate that. Yeah.
No, I agree. Actually, now that you mentioned that, there have been. I guess every small town has one. You know what I mean?
Like people I've met. I'm not going to drop their names, and nor do they do anything. Like they're literally married to the
Jamie and Cersei.
spouses.
Sorry,
but it was just weird. It's like I remember like watching people, and I'd be like, "You guys, you don't act like brother and sister. It's weird." Yeah, but yeah, they're on that Jamie Lannister, Cersei Lannister shit.
Yeah, Cheryl and Jason Blossom. Even in the Riverdale show, you'll get that impression. Whoops, did I spoil that? I watched a little bit of Riverdale. Yes.
Dude, my voice is in a little bit of Riverdale.
No, get the fuck out of here.
That's my Riverdale revelation.
Wait, and you're just now telling us though?
I'm not.
Yeah,
credited
I had
or
no
anything.
idea.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
dude. My buddy, he was the editor.
But we could hear it. We could hear it.
You can hear me go, yeah. My buddy was the editor for like Riverdale for a while, and
Nice.
I guess I never watched the show until I did this bit of AR for him. But I guess the scene where Archie is drag racing the rival school's head popular Archie equivalent, like their rival gang. I don't know. I don't know. And they're drag racing, so it's Jughead and Archie like racing, and they're looking over at the bad guy, and the bad guy is like, and then it's the bad guy who goes, yeah. But I guess when they were filming it, the microphone didn't actually pick him up, so pick up his voice. So like one time in my buddy's apartment, he's like, hey man, do you want to like help me out? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so he had the scene where the driver's like, yeah, all you see was like, yeah. And I did, yeah. And it's in the episode, but because it was like in my buddy's apartment, I'm not credited at all.
But do you know the season and episode?
I'm sure if you look up Archie Drag Race Riverdale, it'll come.
Okay, I'm gonna find that. We're gonna pull that clip. We're gonna. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
Jake is in the Archie universe, confirmed.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Confirmed. I am canon in the
Confirmed.
Archie universe.
You
Yeah.
just proved it.
Old Jake FH. I do. I also like that there were like a lot of minorities represented in this episode. This updated comic of Archie.
Yeah, I don't. In this episode, Cody, I don't know.
But that's another cool
agree.
part about updated Archie, like what updated modern Archie, where the cast is a bit more diverse and there's more room for just like maybe a straightforward vanilla Archie story that you imagine you're about to read because it's Archie,
Yeah.
But it's not. We haven't given the plot, and we're like 20 minutes in, so we should give it.
But I mean,
we're talking about Archie.
I feel like we also need to do some world building because, like, look, a lot of listeners are either our age or younger, and some of them I wouldn't be surprised if they never heard of Archie. Not in an insulting way. It's just like they're not like
Archie the comic.
Exactly,
You know
Archie
what I
the
mean?
comic.
Like if they've seen Riverdale, there's a chance. I know people that have seen Riverdale didn't realize it was a comic. The same way we didn't realize teenage Sabrina was a comic character when we were kids.
Right. And like you just said, this is your first Archie comic. I only just started reading it recently. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
exactly.
But that's what makes this comic even better, that there's that, it's like against that whole idea of Riverdale and like nothing this fucked up would ever happen in a real Riverdale canon story. It's never like you could read Archie before bed and like have like like most straightforward, like I don't want to say mundane, because Archie's actually really funny. This book is not funny. It's not meant to be. But
I think it's funny, but
There's
it's also
funny moments, but it's
horror.
pretty
there are
depressing
funny
and
moments.
sad.
Yeah.
Bleak.
Yeah, very bleak.
So if you're expecting like that kind of Archie comic, that's not what this is at all.
Yeah, you don't want to
Do
dive
not
into.
come in here expecting that.
Yeah, this isn't traditional Archie. This is honestly brutal Archie.
Yeah.
Literally, like
This is Zack Snyder's Archie.
Hell yeah, he is an edgelord.
Dude,
But what makes it that much better, packs a more emotional punch, is because that would never happen in Archie, like the things you see.
Yeah, like this is like a what if. This is like how Marvel Zombies was a what if. This is Afterlife with Archie is Archie's what if zombie.
exactly.
Right.
I agree.
Well, I think we established the characters. I think it's safe to
Time
say.
to dive in.
Do we talk about Veronica, Betty, two girls, one just brunette, one blonde?
Oh, that's a good question. Okay, Veronica or Betty, who are you guys picking?
To smash?
Okay, first question, to smash.
Okay.
Second question to marry.
Well, okay. That's actually a huge Archie series. Like, it's a parallel series. In one universe, he marries Veronica. In one universe, he marries Betty.
Nice.
Shit. The Archie multiverse?
No, there really is.
That's insane.
There really is. Oh, yeah. Jughead travels through time. The Punisher meets Archie. Predator meets Archie.
What?
Which one is rich again? It's Veronica?
Veronica's the rich
Veronica's
one.
the rich one.
Okay.
Betty is
I'm marrying Veronica. And what's her name? Betty will be my side chick.
See, I pick Betty.
I'm thinking about inflation, rising costs of things.
Jake's marrying for survival.
Yeah, I'm marrying for that guap.
All right.
Okay, honestly, I think I'm marrying Veronica too.
Dude, of
two for
course.
Veronica.
Look, this is 2023, Anthony. Yeah, I know you're married, but us who are not, we got to think economically speaking. We can't afford love anymore.
Yeah. Also, I don't know. I'm just Veronica. I think I'm marrying Veronica, smashing Betty, smashing Midge.
Wait, but who would you rather smoke a blunt with?
Veronica.
Still Veronica?
No, I think I'd rather smoke a blunt with Betty.
Veronica is a little self-absorbed.
Yeah, she's a spoiled little brat.
Yeah, see, I'd rather smoke with Betty as well. I feel like she'll have some deep shit to say. Like when Archie, literally in this comic too, when Archie needs that support and advice, he'll go to Betty.
Sure.
It's almost like when he wants to have a fun time, he's chilling with Veronica.
Okay, so I got a plan now. I marry Veronica, but we set it up so there's no like prenup or whatever, and then she accidentally has an accident and dies. And then I take the money that I inherit, I go marry Betty, we run away and have the best life ever.
Happily ever after.
Except for Veronica.
Well, we should definitely get into the plot because
Yeah. Now that we've established that Jake would murder Veronica.
Yeah.
So anyway, the plot starts out at the very beginning of a book. Jughead takes his dead dog.
Hot dog.
Dude, oh wait, that's what I liked about sorry, I'm gonna cut you off just because this scene is very Pet Cemetery, you know? Like,
yes, I was thinking that too.
Huge
Absolutely.
Pet Cemetery vibes, which I love. I love that movie. So when I was reading it, I was like, sweet, this is cool already.
Yeah, like literally. Yeah, so Sabrina does some black magic to try to bring Hot Dog back, and when he comes back, he's a zombie essentially.
And Sabrina wasn't supposed to do that.
Yeah, she broke like ancient witch laws.
Yeah,
you know how
that
was
in the
creepy.
TV
Her
show?
ants were creepy as fuck.
Yeah, so like you know how in the TV show she would always break the rules and get in trouble from the witches' council. Like it's the same thing happening here.
It was always like a Sabrina,
right?
This was like more like we're binding you in hell.
Yeah, for a year
or something.
Yeah, it makes her mouth disappear, Black Bolt style.
Black Bolt style.
So she tries to say a spell, back of her brain blows out.
What that mouth do?
Nothing now.
Brings dead dogs back to life and then it's gone.
Yeah. I love that it came back as like Cujo / Pet Cemetery.
Yeah, Cujo vibes too. Absolutely.
Hard Cujo.
Yeah, like this. If this wasn't ripping off, this was clearly just like an homage to
agreed.
Many different horror elements. There's a part where the principal is even saying to the teacher that he's like reminding her of a time when they were kids and they were fooling around in a graveyard, and he starts like scaring her by quoting George A. Romero's Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are correct.
So like a lot of homage to horror in this.
I agree. Yeah, definitely.
Really
you could
cool.
tell, it wasn't stealing. They were like blatantly being like, dude, we like these.
We love horror. This is how it would be in Archie's world.
I think with anything, like when we talk about movies, dude, I'm always down for people to like use things to pay homage. We talked about how Ninja Turtles clearly borrowed from like Into the Spider-Verse type vibes, and like, so yeah, they did, and it worked.
Yeah, and Spider-Man 1 type vibes.
Yeah, so it's like cool.
Or was it 2?
I'm down when things pay homage.
Both.
Yeah. And there's actually a whole it's not connected, but there's a whole Archie like horror verse they made. Like there's also Jughead the Hunger where he becomes a werewolf. There's also Vampironica where Veronica becomes a vampire. And the art's by Greg Smallwood, so we know it's fire.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
it looks really cool.
And I want to dive into some of that.
Yeah, and then there's also, I have no idea what it's about, but we know it's the creepy incest twins. It's called Blossoms 666.
Dude, you know what I want to write is a Jughead Juggernaut comic where Jughead is the Juggernaut.
Jughead
Oh my
versus
God.
Juggernaut.
Yeah, but then Jughead.
Oh,
at the
Jughead
end
is
gets,
the Juggernaut.
You know, he is the. Yeah, it's like a what if. A what if Jughead
Like,
was
what
the
if-
Juggernaut.
What if he got the crimson
what if he
gem
went-
of Sidorak?
what if when-
and he rampages Riverdale.
What if and instead of having Juggernaut's helmet, it's just the woolly cap
Yeah,
he's
the woolly
barging
cap.
through stuff with.
And he's never actually like trying to hurt someone. He's just like, I want a burger.
Yeah, he wants a burger. That'd be a fun comic to write.
Oh, gee, Jughead's really hungry today. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the dog comes back and starts a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Because it bites Jughead.
He bites Jughead.
And Jughead turns
Jughead
into a
bites his
zombie. He bites his
parents.
parents.
Yeah.
It just keeps going throughout the town of Riverdale.
Jughead, so there's a school dance and Jughead eats another girl in front of everyone, but everyone's like, oh, I guess it's just like a joke. And then like it's like
And then
shit hits the
she
fan.
turns,
Yeah.
and then they're in a gymnasium, so
Yeah.
shit gets bad quick.
And she's dressed as Snow White, so she looks like a zombie Snow White.
Yeah. So that, I don't know if you guys have ever seen the OG, before the show even, OG 1990s Buffy the Vampire Slayer. It's with
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Luke
No,
Perry
I know exactly.
from
Luke Perry.
Naruto was in
Yeah.
it. And
Who plays Archie's dad in the Riverdale TV show, by the way?
I have no idea.
No, I'm saying Luke Perry.
Oh. I didn't know that. Nice.
No, I remember the 90s movie was incredible.
It was awesome, honestly. And at the end, the final battle is in the gymnasium between the vampires and
Oh, I
Buffy.
have seen that movie, yeah, because it's
Yeah.
not Sarah Michelle Gellar.
It's
yeah.
not exactly. And it came out long before the show came.
Right.
Yeah, like at least like 5,
At
6,
least, like,
7 years.
Yeah, like a few years. Definitely like 5 years before.
I think she was supposed to be, that actress was supposed to be the like Buffy in the TV show, but everyone hated her. She was just like a mean person. No one wanted to work with her.
Oh, really?
And she couldn't get the job.
That's too bad.
Nah, if you suck and no one wants to work with you, you know,
Then you really
that's how Hollywood works, I guess, sometimes.
Dude, yeah, the gym scene in Archie Afterlife reminded me of that.
Yeah. It also reminded me of Community. There's an episode where there's a zombie outbreak at the Halloween
At the
party.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. I forgot about it until you just brought it
Yeah.
up. But yeah, it's I mean, obviously Community borrowed, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Everyone's borrowing from Night of the Living Dead. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's without question.
Cody on the money. The movie comes out 5 years before the show.
Yeah.
Nice. Cody's good with
I know.
years for movies, actually. It's like his secret.
Yeah, I can't pronounce a name to save my life,
No,
but
not
I'm
at
good
all.
with remembering years.
That's hilarious. Yeah. Yeah, the movie came out in 92 and the show comes out in 97.
Yeah.
Nice.
I liked the show. I remember like distinctly watching Buffy and Angel. I watched like the first 3 seasons of Angel because I was like,
Oh,
this
wow.
show's pretty dope. And then it got like stupid.
Yeah, I didn't watch Angel at all, but I watched Buffy.
I liked Angel. I'm
And
not gonna lie. He was a cool.
Buffy
vampire.
ruled.
And Spike,
Yeah.
the blonde-headed
Spike.
vampire.
Yeah. Jake, you would be Spike.
And Willow, that witch, the girl from American Pie. Oh, I would be Spike
yeah.
easily.
Allison Hannigan.
Spike was basically just Billy Idol if he's a vampire.
Yes.
That's what he looked like, yeah.
So anyway, the zombie outbreak.
Yeah. All the kids have to hide at Veronica's house.
Only like 5 kids or like 7 kids escape or some shit.
Yeah. The main
Not
cast.
bad. The town gets ravaged pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone dies.
Yeah.
It's brutal. Like things that clearly couldn't happen in the normal Archie
No.
universe.
Yeah.
Like Archie having to beat his dad to death with a baseball bat.
Oh my god.
Oh,
yeah.
dude,
He
that
bashes
scene
his dad
is-
brains in. Oh my god.
That scene is
Yeah.
hard. Also, the same
Yeah.
scene when he goes home and
The
he has to kill his
dog.
dog. Yeah.
Oh, his dogs fight Vegas versus Hot Dog, and the like titles for what his dog is thinking, like "Love you, save me." Ah, it's so sad.
Yeah, dude. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. That's crazy.
That made me think of We Three, Cody. I don't know if.
Oh
if you-
yeah, no, for sure.
I
Yeah.
was thinking more of I Am Legend scene when Will Smith kills the dog after getting bit. But you know.
But even the way the dog is drawn, it looks like such a realistic dog that you could see the sadness in its eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's such a these are just
art is stellar.
The art really makes it feel more realistic sometimes, like not all the time, but like that part. And like you're saying, when he beats his dad to death, like with the baseball bat, like it's intercut with these panels of like memories, childhood memories that you would see like in a normal Archie comic, like it's him growing up and like it's so fucked up.
They're playing catch or something like that in one, you know what I mean?
And you see the blood splattered like on the wall, and he's like, "Mom, don't come in. You can't look at it." Like it's so fucked up.
His mom's in shock.
Yeah. But Archie, here's the thing. Archie's such a great character and throughout the comic too, in any Archie comic, he always wants to do the right thing and help everybody, which he's trying to do throughout the comic, but to an extent that he has to beat his dad's brains in when he becomes a zombie. Like that still tracks for Archie as a character somehow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's not out of character, I would say.
You know what's like really disappointing, because I've looked it up. It says book 1.
They never
made a second one.
I think they made, so that's 5 issues. I think they made like issues 6, 7, and 8, and then they never finished. Like it was supposed to maybe go up to 10 or 12. Oh, and they never collected those next 3. So yeah, like unless you could find the issues, it's unfortunate. Because it ends not necessarily with a cliffhanger, and you kind of know, like it's like they're pointing at that Betty's going to get infected in the next volume, which doesn't happen here. Like, so a lot of stuff happens, and then they're kind of together and trying to figure out like, how are we going to survive this?
How do they point at Betty?
At the very end. Well, okay, so there's what's his name? Smithers. So Veronica's has a butler. Her dad's like BFF's name is Smithers, and towards the end when Archie so Archie has a thing with Betty and Veronica, right? So Archie in the past has always snuck into Veronica's house when he wants to fool around with her, because Smithers and Veronica's dad fucking hates Archie.
Yeah.
Like that's a canon thing. So he knows how to sneak into her house, and he's able to sneak out after everyone's safe to try to see what's happening in the town, because he's like, what happened to my mom? What happened to my dad? And this is where we get the part where Archie beats his dad to death, zombie version. But the point being that Archie knows like the ins and outs of this house, and so when he comes back in and sneaks back in, Betty is consoling him, and Veronica overhears it, and she's like, fuck, like even after all this, Archie's never gonna want to be with me. And Smithers is kind of like, don't worry, like they have
I'll take care of it.
Yeah, exactly. So that line of dialogue, and then I think
the war's not over.
And I think literally book 2 is something like Betty. What is it called? Betty R.I.P. That's what it's called. The next volume, if it ever came out.
Dude, actually, this is the scene. Here, ready? Smithers says, "Meaning no disrespect, miss. Archie Andrews doesn't deserve you." And Veronica says, "Well, of course not, but what does it matter if I love him?"
Oh, that's such a great line, too.
Yeah. I love that. Of course not. And then he says, "In that case, miss, let me also say, this war is far from over."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Thank you, Smithers. You're a godsend."
Yeah, it's so dark.
Is Smithers smashing Veronica?
No. He's just almost like evil Alfred. Think about what Alfred would do for Bruce, you know?
Oh, shit.
He wouldn't fuck him. I don't think that's happening. I don't think that's ever an implication.
My Alfred would fuck Batman.
What?
What if Batman's on his deathbed? He's like, "Alfred," he's like, "before I die, I just need to feel one more pleasurable experience." He's like, "Of course, Master Wayne."
I mean, hey, if that's what they both want, sure. They're both consenting adults. Go for it.
Yeah.
No,
I don't want Alfred.
Okay, let's cast this Alfred in this Batman. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, well, I'm going with Johnny Sins for Alfred.
Johnny Sins,
and I'm going with Cody for Batman. I think
that's. I'm getting fucked by Johnny Sins.
Yeah, Alfred. Johnny
at
Sins.
least. Yeah.
That's that what you expected to hear?
That also episode? Means I'm Batman. That means you guys have to watch. There's a universe out there where I'm Bruce Wayne.
Oh, yeah. Wait, why do we have to watch this happen?
I'm here for it. We do. We just have to.
Yeah, dude.
It's the comic we're reviewing. It's called Alfred One Bad Day.
That was awesome.
Oh. That's great. Oh my God, that hurt my face. Dude, I like how unhinged Reggie's gets in this. You can tell he's gonna be the one, like out of in the Night of the Living Dead and Dawn of the Dead movies, that ends up fucking up and somehow letting the zombies win. You know what
we
I mean?
didn't mention that he was driving the car that hit Hot Dog.
Yeah. So it literally was all of Reggie's fault.
Fucking Reggie.
Fucking Reggie.
That prick.
So what is Reggie's character? Is he just a fuck up?
Yeah. He's just like that asshole that lives in town. Like Moose is like the bully,
that asshole that lives in town.
No, he really is. Everyone like sometimes him and Archie get along. Like I definitely had a couple of these friends growing up where it's like you kind of have some animosity, but like sometimes you get along. Like and so you're like you go on adventures sometimes, but the other times you're like, oh fuck you, man. Like you're a douchebag.
Yeah.
That's Reggie. Like he's part of their class. Like you don't ever love him, but you mostly hate him. So he's the perfect person to run over a dog.
Okay.
And then just clean it up. Wash his car.
Seriously, yeah. He tries to hide it.
Yeah, he washes the blood off of his car. And he's like feeling all this guilt. And then Midge was it Midge who died?
Midge is Moose's girlfriend, and she gets a scratch on her hand.
Yeah, she gets scratched in the gym.
Dude, who are the ones that get trapped under the pool? And
that's Midge and Moose.
Yeah, dude, that scene's crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so she has a cut on her hand and she goes into the pool. I feel like other people could get infected from that.
And then they close. But remember, they closed. The pool had an automatic metal cover.
Crushed them.
And well, no, but you could hear them like boom, boom, banging.
Yeah, they're trapped underneath.
They're trying to get out.
Right. Yeah.
But
right.
and then Reggie almost lets them out because he's low key in love with Midge.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, Reggie's gonna fuck everything up, man.
Old Reggie.
Fucking Reg. Don't like Reg. We don't like Regs and we don't like Reg.
Yeah, we only smoke that dank.
Yeah, that Jughead.
That Jughead.
I like the lesbian couple.
Yeah, who were they?
Them, I don't know. They must be newer Archie Universe
Ginger
characters.
and
Nancy. Was it Nancy? No. Felt like it was Nancy. Ginger, though. Ginge. Yeah, one of them kept saying Ginge.
It might have been Nancy.
Nancy Woods. Yeah, that's who it is.
Yeah,
it's Ginger and Nancy. Ginger Lopez and Nancy Woods.
George Lopez?
Yeah.
He was in the...
Ginger Lopez. Because it's another Latina character.
I think that's, honestly, when reading it, my one criticism was, where's George Lopez?
Oh, yeah. He's a huge character in Riverdale.
It's going to play a large role in my score later on. So.
Oh, here's an interesting who would win in a fight. Maybe I have two of them, but this one was in the comic. So there's another character, Dilton. He's like the resident nerd of Riverdale. Mm-hmm. It was just a kid with the glasses, and he's
the entire time talking about horror movies.
Yes,
the entire time.
Exactly. And so there's one part where he's like, who would win in a fight, Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers? Oh. So who do you guys give in that fight?
Well, you got to remember, we have seen Freddy versus Jason.
We have.
And Jason won, right? In that Loki? Doesn't he imagine to
bring
Freddy into the waking world and kill him?
Yeah, so there's some shenanigans. Yeah. Also, Jason's Loki, the good guy in that movie by the end, because he sides with Destiny's Child.
Teenager.
What's her name?
Kelly Rowland. Kelly Rowland.
Yeah, she's in that movie.
He sides with Destiny's Child.
No, she tries to.
No, that's canon. Jason Voorhees will side with Destiny's Child given the opportunity.
Yeah, exactly.
The only way to stop him is to get one member of Destiny's Child.
Shit.
So as long as Michael Myers knows any three of Destiny's Child, he might have a chance.
Michelle is up next. Beyonce is too hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, she's not going to want to be in Freddy versus Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Imagine though.
Dude, yeah. We should write it and then pitch it to her people. So this is what we're thinking.
Yeah, Beyonce. We already had Kelly. We need something new, something fresh.
Some of those people have been asking for I don't know. Wait, so you said Michael Myers versus Freddy? Dude, Michael Myers, I don't know. He's kind of a beast.
He is a beast.
I'm choosing Michael because I prefer Halloween, but
True.
I prefer the Halloween movies. I think Freddy movies are great.
I think Freddy, though, honestly, I think Freddy might win it.
Yeah.
I think Freddy might win it too, but I prefer Michael.
Does Michael Myers
Preference-wise.
sleep? Do we know if he sleeps or
That's
not? I feel like that's
true.
part of maybe
doesn't.
someone in the comics says he doesn't sleep.
He like low key.
Yeah, they do see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
He just be murdering.
So if he doesn't sleep, I think he can't even. How do they even fight? Like the fight doesn't even happen.
Yeah,
Like someone falls asleep and they're like, "Hey, Freddy said you got to fall asleep and fight him." He's like,
So it's kind of like asking who would win in a fight between like a tiger and a great white shark.
Ooh.
You know what I mean? They're just never gonna fight.
"Yeah,
But
unless
okay.
you dip the tiger into the ocean."
But okay, sometimes Michael Myers. Sometimes Michael Myers is in a mental asylum, and like maybe because some of the patients and the guards can fall asleep, Freddy can like get to him through their dreams.
Ooh.
You know what I mean?
Or they drug him.
Also, there's definitely a couple times Michael Myers gets knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
Like he always does,
unconscious.
because he always does his sit-up thing.
The Undertaker
you know what I mean?
sit-up move.
The
Yeah.
Undertaker's.
Yeah.
He like walks and acts like Kane, and then he does the Undertaker. Well, Kane did that too, actually. Kane is
Yeah.
basically Michael Myers.
True.
Yeah,
Very
for sure.
true. I agree with that.
And
For
Jason.
sure.
I guess they're the same.
Yeah, they're just a big
Silent mass killers.
I just remember like legit believing Kane actually like needed a mask because his face was
Yeah.
so fucked
His
up.
face was burned.
Until I was like old. And I was like,
No,
wait, his
seriously.
face is not terribly burned? This is crazy.
Remember, there was a storyline where he like takes off the mask.
Yeah,
I know.
but that
I
was
think
years
I
after.
had stopped watching by then.
Yeah, by
Yeah.
then we're like in high school. But like I literally remember as a kid, my older cousin Michael coming like over to my house, and he had like not even WWE magazine. It was like some random other wrestling magazine, and he was like, "Oh, I finally found out how Kane's burnt his face." And I was like, no way. And he's like, there's an article, like someone actually wrote this article, like, so it's like kayfabe article. So they're acting like it's like a thing that actually happened. And they're like, well, when he was a kid, Undertaker got some White Castle grease and like burned down his house or something and burnt his face with it.
What?
And I'm like, oh my God, like this is it. But because I
This
found
is
out
it.
the answer, because I found that out, I was like, I thought about it for a little while. I'm like, it's kind of dumb.
Is
Like
that-
White Castle grease.
That's actually what it is.
I don't know. I just as a kid, like that's what I'm saying. Like Kane, the mystery was always like, how did he burn his face? And then here comes my cousin with the answer, and I'm like, I don't know if I believe that.
Yeah.
And then I was just because I thought about
Was
it too
that
much.
canon though?
Yeah, like it almost became canon and made me think how stupid the idea was in the first place. I was like, wait a minute, how is he wrestling?
Wait a minute.
This doesn't add up.
So he's not an agent of the undead? Okay. Something's not right here.
Childhood shattered.
It is really impressive, and for those of you or for the listeners, you can peep out one of our 2 Abraham Reisman episodes. But it is really impressive how much the kayfabe really did do like its magic on us.
Yeah, it really did.
Like it really did, like straight up. I believed forever like these are who these people like. I was like, for some reason, obviously I'm young and I'm stupid, and I'm like, dude, like they're working for this business, but they just like slammed the CEO through a table. And like, this is, I was like in my head, like, this is what corporate rivalry really looks like.
Imagine Succession. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I legit believe, like, dude, does that mean like this is going on at all major corporations and shit? Like,
Yeah.
but yeah,
At this year's corporate battle, we have the Walton family versus Bill Gates.
yeah, exactly. Oh shit.
Winner take all.
But definitely go check out our Abraham Reisman episodes.
Who would win the Riverdale Royal Rumble?
Ooh, who would, dude? Well, I think top contenders should be. Is it Ginge? Ginger and Dilton, just because they're armed with bows and arrows.
Oh yeah, they were pretty sick with those.
Smithers has some shit too, doesn't he? When he's leaving the house, I think Smithers and Veronica's dad have guns. Like rifles,
Smithers has an
muskets.
axe. I thought.
Hey, that's all Smithers needs.
I thought Smithers has an axe because Archie has a pitchfork.
Yeah.
I would not fuck with Archie with a pitchfork. Let's just say that. Archie with a pitchfork is like Cody with keys to a car.
Oh shit! That's the greatest thing ever. Oh fuck! Oh shit!
So you got to take that into account. Just saying.
Oh,
That's insane.
it's one of the best things that's ever been said on this podcast.
Oh man.
Oh, so yeah, so pretty much all of I think we like barely, basically after the gymnasium, all of Riverdale, whoever like is surviving, flocks to Veronica's house because she has a big mansion, top security. But some of the friends in there are infected, as we mentioned. Midge, Moose, they're now trapped under Veronica's pool over a metal cover, and pretty much like
there's some in the pantry.
Yeah, there's some.
You know
They're like
I mean?
getting through the house. They're pretty much like storming the house, and so Smithers and Veronica's father leads them out of the house and pretty much to go on to the next town and run while being chased by these zombies. And it ends with like Archie, Veronica, Betty, the dad, Smithers, and whoever else is alive going to the next town.
Yeah.
Dilton Ginge armed with bows.
We don't know what their fate is, especially because they haven't made another one. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, there are a few issues after. Like, I'm sure you can maybe find them somewhere, but I don't know what happens next.
That'd be
And
cool.
if there's not a paperback.
Did
then
Archie end or something, or did they just like not finish?
No,
this
there's
run?
just a million different Archie series. So it's just regularly Archie is just like these maybe 6 to 10 page stories, more or less. And it's just like one and done. Like they're almost like funny pages in a newspaper, just like a little bit longer sometimes. And there's just different Archie books. There's different. Mark Waid does an Archie run that's really great. That's modern. Like that's real modern Archie, and I think that one's really good. And that's one you could just pick up and read because it's like new. It's not like
Archie 2049.
well, there's a million different things like that. There's Archie, like he's like a James Bond type secret agent. There's Jughead's Time Police. There's all those horror ones I mentioned earlier. There's Josie and the Pussycats. Don't forget that comes from Archie.
Oh yeah, you're right. They also take place in the universe.
Yep.
God damn, dude. That's crazy.
You know,
Stacked.
you guys know the song Sugar Sugar? Not Sugar Sugar, how you get so fly. That one, yeah.
Yeah.
You know who sings that? The name of the band is called The Archies.
Really?
It's just there was a TV show, it's a cartoon called The Archies in the 60s, and people loved that shit so much. It was so popular, and they put out the band. It's not a band, it's actually one guy doing everything. Put out a single called Sugar Sugar. It's like the Archies. Like Archie in the comics also has a band. It's like him and Jughead and Betty and Veronica and Reggie.
Yeah.
I don't know why Reggie's allowed to be in the band. He's an asshole, but he is. And the song is Sugar Sugar, and that's like a hit song everybody knows, and it's Archie. He's singing it. You're supposed to believe Archie is singing that song.
Well, I imagine Archie doing that the same exact way Ferris Bueller sings.
There you go, yeah.
In the parade, you know.
Yeah,
Oh,
twist
yeah,
and
you're
shout,
right.
yeah.
Twist that.
But I mean, it's an original song. It's not like Archie is covering someone else's song, Sugar Sugar. Like, it's all Archie, and that was like a song everyone and their mother knows, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Right? It's so random. It's like, what? A comic book
you're
Archie went that far? Like, people loved Archie back in the day. Like, I don't think it's as popular as it was, like, when it like, reached
not
its
even.
peak.
Yeah,
You know?
I think it was probably at its height of popularity in like the 50s and maybe even the 60s.
I'd say the 60s, yeah, for sure. Like, media-wise, so many
It hit,
cartoons
yeah.
and shit.
It was top 100 in 1969, sold over 6 million
Nice.
copies, and was awarded a gold disc. It was the Billboard Hot 100. Yeah, it was and they did a few songs from the Archie's Make Believe universe.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Hot Dog is in the cartoon, so you could see a live hot dog.
Hey, shout out to Hot Dog.
Shout out to Hot Dog, who's dead in this comic.
You know who's not dead? Joe Pesci.
Ooh.
Oh, wait a second before
We're
we
not-
do the Joe Pesci's. Okay, who are we in the comics?
Ooh.
Oh,
Who in the Archie universe? If Jake wasn't already in the Archie universe.
Yeah.
I feel like, even though everything I said is what I said,
What?
maybe Jake is Reggie.
No, I think I'm Archie, if anything.
You're Archie? You're not Archie.
Yeah, dude. Like, I smash pussy, but I come back at the end of the day to save everyone.
There's no way you're Archie.
Yeah, you're not
I'm definitely
Archie.
Archie.
I
I'm
would
not
get,
Reggie either.
I don't
wouldn't
think you're
bother
Reggie. I don't
picking
honestly.
up anyone's dead dog. I would just hit and run.
I'd honestly, just based on everything you said, I'd give you Smithers.
Ooh,
I'd be
could see Jake
Smithers.
as
I'll take Smithers.
I could see Jake as Smithers.
Or even Veronica's dad.
Or Veronica's dad.
Yeah, I could see Jake being one of them for
Yeah.
sure.
Like, I'm a survivor is what you're saying, so thank you.
Cody's can't be killed, but zombies can't be killed either.
Yeah, but the undead aren't dead,
Yeah.
so he could be Jughead.
Yeah. Right. If anyone's Jughead, it's
Come on,
gotta be
like,
Cody.
You gotta be. Yeah.
Your cat ears are basically becoming the whoopee cat.
Right.
Oh.
And in the last episode, we talked about the your dog being infected by the ghost at
Oh, shit.
your parents' house.
Oh my God, Jake's right. All connected.
Oh, I guess I am. So I'm always hungry. Damn.
Damn, and there's Jughead the Hunger. There you go.
Oh.
It goes even further. It goes even further.
And Jughead, just like Cody, be fucking with some witchy women.
Cody and Sabrina sitting in a tree.
Oh, yes, Sabrina.
My baby
Literally
mama's
your baby
name
mama's
is-
name. Yes.
I'll just let it. It's just gotta
shit,
keep
dude.
playing. Does this ever stop?
No, dude. This conspiracy goes deep.
Cody, Jughead was actually based off of me.
He must have
Or
been.
maybe I was just based off of Jughead.
What if you're like a they clone Tyrone?
Like I'm the like Jughead feature for this community.
Yeah, every community needs a Jughead.
Exactly. Like, dude, somewhere in like Memphis is another you doing the same kind of shit.
The Memphis Cody kid.
Just
Memphis
being loud
Cody,
as hell. Okay, so I'm Jughead.
Wait, so then who's Anthony?
Yeah, who am I then? Who do I get?
Let's see. I'm not going to give you Archie. I'll be honest.
You're not gonna give me Archie. I don't
I don't know if you
don't
give up
expect
Archie
Archie.
vibes.
Yeah,
I could have. I could relate to Archie. I like Jughead too. That's the cool thing about Archie characters. Like they're all kind of. There's something relatable about all of them.
Yeah, that like you could also make an argument that Jake is LA's Jughead. You know what I mean?
The LA Jughead.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. LA's Jughead. Oh, shit.
You know,
Cody,
and-
people do think you and I are brothers. So what if we're just like
Yeah.
variants of each other?
Yeah,
Yeah, like you're saying, like I hear what you're saying, Cody. So I'm the New York Jughead. That means
yeah.
You're Jughead.
we're all Jughead.
Who would I give you?
Oh wait, here's something else about Jughead that you may not know.
no?
That
Are you not Dilton?
oh, Dilton. You could give me Dilton. I expected Dilton.
Wait, is he the guy with the bow?
He's the nerdy guy. Yeah.
He's
with the
Okay, who
bow.
was the guy with no? It wasn't Tilted that had the bow then. 'Cause
Oh.
It was that jock guy that punched Reggie.
Oh,
Was it Keller or
oh,
something?
that's Kevin.
Kevin.
Kevin's gimmick is that he's the only like gay guy in Riverdale, or he's like the first openly. I don't know, like or in the Archie comics, the first time they have like a gay character.
Nice.
So I don't know if you remember the scene. He's talking to Reggie, and he's like, "Hey, you know, sometimes people have feelings for other people and they don't want to say it." And Reggie's like about to beat the shit out of him because he thinks he's implying that Reggie might have a crush on Kevin or Kevin likes him.
No, he was because he was accused. He was being like, "Hey, sorry about Midge."
No, that's exactly it. But if you know who Kevin is and you know that's the context, that's why Reggie was
yeah.
getting mad at first before he says Midge.
Gotcha.
Also,
Okay.
if anyone likes Midge in the comics, Moose will kick your ass. Like, if you look at Midge, Moose is like, what the fuck? And then, like, off screen, you're getting your ass beat.
Nice.
So, Anthony's Dilton?
Yeah, Anthony Stilton.
I guess I'm Dilton.
All right.
I take the title of Dilton.
I'm Jughead.
Smithers.
Jake is Smithers. Anthony Stilton.
So does that mean The Simpsons took Smithers from Riverdale, from Archie?
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, Smithers
Right,
is
'cause-
Mr. Burns' assistant, like
Yeah.
pretty much his butler, like his servant,
And Mr. Burns is very much like
he's the
his
town's
name is
richest
Hiram
person
Lodge.
'cause he owns- exactly.
Yeah.
He's like a fucked up caricature of Lodge.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if the creators of Simpsons, I'm sure they read Archie coming up.
Yeah.
Would you be surprised that the writer of this comic is the guy who makes Riverdale?
Oh, I knew that.
You knew that?
I didn't know that.
It says it on the back of the comic.
He writes the Riverdale TV show. Yeah,
Oh,
it
he
does
does?
say that in the back of the comic.
Yeah.
But it's surprising because like I actually watched some Riverdale and it's very much 2CW for me. Like
It's a
it's
CW
not terrible
show through and through.
It's not terrible. But like reading this, it makes me like appreciate his writing more because this was a great written comic. Like everything about it on every level it worked. It was a good comic. It was a good Archie comic. It was a good
horror comic.
Yeah.
It was really
Big time
spooky,
facts.
really bleak. Like even for Archie, it was bleak, but it
Yeah.
still had moments of humor.
Yeah, but there's almost no optimism in the entire. Like, when the book ends, I'm not like, I don't know if they're gonna like win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, like what zombie tale? Like it almost started to feel like
Exactly.
if it was as long as The Walking Dead, I would stick around.
Oh, that'd be cool.
You know how like it had Walking Dead had those vibes. It's like where do we go next? I don't know if you read the comics, but it was always
I
like
did.
that. Like
We should do the Walking Dead comics, not the show.
yeah. Oh, I would be so.
Dude, actually,
down.
if you think about it, we've never done a single walk. That's kind of crazy. We've never done a single Walking Dead.
yeah, we could start that for sure. There's so
I
many.
have
have
the
all of
first
them.
compendium.
Nice.
Yeah, I have all of them too. Yeah.
I have
Nice.
all
I only
these
have the
shows
first
in New
one.
York. I would have to.
I only have the first one, and I've only read the first two.
I love it. It's a great series, and it has a really nice ending.
Yeah.
I'm down with it.
And it ends out of nowhere, which was so cool about The
I
Walking Dead.
agree too. It does end out of nowhere.
You did not know, like, even if you were a comic book collector, you did not know it was the last issue until the week of. And if someone spoiled it for you, well, then you knew. But, like, I almost, like, the shop I was buying it at wouldn't, like, sell it to me at first. They're like, oh, why do you want The Walking Dead? It was like, what do you mean? I want to read The Walking Dead. And he's like, oh, this is a hot book right now because it just came, like, if a comic, like, scalpers always fucking are going to shops and trying to get every copy. But yeah.
Well, I think that can only mean one thing.
Did you have any? Wait, just real quick, Anthony. What was your revelation?
Oh, that the writer of the
story
show.
told.
Oh, okay.
No, I was saying the writer of the show also writes Riverdale. I mean, to me, it's just like like Riverdale's a show people dump on all the time. I just wouldn't expect it to be a quality show, let's say.
Facts,
Whereas this was a
facts.
quality comic. I guess that's what I mean.
an
Surprised
incredible
me.
comic,
Yeah.
and I think we should give
No
it.
disrespect to the creators.
I'm saying
What are you saying? Sorry.
easy 6 for me.
Yeah. Oh, for me, 6. Easy. Because of everything I just said, it gets a 6.
You guys.
Recommend the buy as well.
I'm going to recommend that I give it a 6.
Boom, 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 boom. Yeah.
Especially for spooky season, you already know.
Yeah.
Gotta be spooky, boys.
Yeah. Easy money 6.
Yeah. Like honestly, like
There are some comics, I feel like we've been giving a lot of 6s lately, but I just want to say that you don't get 6s without hard work.
Definitely.
yeah, no,
And
for
I don't
sure.
just give 6s willy nilly. Like, you got to have truly stuck the landing.
Yeah.
And they did. It's a beautiful comic.
Yep.
It's a very like it does a good job of capturing a like stereotypical high school, like not a real one, but like a stereotypical high school kind of like story, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like it's truly an awesome comic. It made me be like, oh shit, I want to read more Archie.
Yeah. And also, like, it is, I wish we could get book 2. So maybe you'll listen to this episode and buy some copies and then
Dude,
We'll get
we could do hashtag release book 2.
I could probably give away a copy of this comic too.
Oh, dude, you got
Why not?
You got the yeah.
I got the hookup. I'm living the afterlife with Archie.
Dude. Afterlife.
Dude, Anthony, you should write it.
No, it's not like it's not written in that. First of all, no, I want these guys to finish it. This creative team was great. I don't want to. But there's other Archie horror. This makes me want to check that out. It makes me want to read, even if it's different creators. You know, I just like the vibe of Archie mixed with like freaky, scary shit happening.
I'll tell you what's going to be a vibe is, this is for our listeners. Guess what we got coming this month for you for spooky season? We are doing
What do we got?
an exclusive live Patreon episode with.
Oh, it's live?
Yeah, right, Anthony?
Yeah, it's live. Yeah, we said
live, Cody.
It's going to be our
for
live
some
one.
reason
It's live and direct.
Damn.
And
Because that way the
uncut.
audience could be part of it. They could yeah, we'll talk about it after. But yeah, for sure. Keep going, Jake.
Shit.
You were saying something.
Yes. If you're not subscribed, to our Patreon, you're about to feel like a bunch of losers because those who are,
We got
are
the
gonna be
coolest
part of-
thing in the world happening.
Exactly. They're going to be part of our live October spooky season Patreon episode with our boy, Rodney Barnes, writer and creator of Philadelphia.
Winning time.
Winning Time. I mean, not the creator, but writer, producer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blackula.
exactly.
Blackula, which you can go check out our episode on that with him.
Yeah, we have we have 2 interviews
been
with
on
him, but
What?
yeah, we have 2 interviews with him. We've talked about Philadelphia, but this is going to be different, right? This isn't going to be a straight up interview.
Yeah,
Now-
we're not interviewing our boy. We're hanging out with our boy.
We are going to be discussing a very popular spooky movie, The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
Arguably one of the most popular.
Yeah,
For sure.
and one of the scariest,
best.
hands
One
down.
of the best and
One of the best.
scariest.
Yeah, one of the most demonic.
The Exorcist wins scariest almost with one scene alone, and that's the flash of a white demon face.
Yes.
That scene alone is almost the most terrifying thing.
Oh, we're going to talk about it. We're going to have fun. But guess what? This is going to be a live episode too. It's going to be happening on October 16th. That's a Monday. It's going to be happening at 5 p.m. Pacific time, 8 Eastern. You got to be there. You got to be signed up for our Patreon. This is a Patreon exclusive. It's the only way you'll ever listen or see this episode. If you're a Patreon fan, if you're a patron, you get to be part of it. You get to be part of the experience. It's going to be awesome.
Anthony,
Facts.
Cody.
after the live, will patrons be able to check out the episode?
Oh yeah, only patrons though. Whoever's paying
Yeah,
the $5 a
absolutely.
month.
Yeah, exactly.
So, guys,
But it won't
if
be an
you-
episode we release to the public.
It'll be
Exactly.
it's staying in the vault with
vault.
the Paddington episode.
Yeah.
Well,
long
no,
lost
the Paddington,
What?
the Patreon hasn't even gotten the Paddington episode.
Yeah.
That's true.
They haven't even asked for it. I mean, if you guys ask for it, we'll give it to you. If
You guys
we
must
get
really
2
not
people
want
to
it.
ask for it.
Two people.
2 people.
We want to release it. It's not like we don't want to. We just, we need the
Exactly.
approval of the commies.
HQ is not giving us access to the vault right now.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
We need 2 people to ask for it.
Yeah. I was just going to say, we're going to be talking about a bunch of spooky stuff this month. It's October.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We'll probably be talking more. Great impression. We'll probably be talking more Philadelphia. That's on the agenda. Jake wants to talk Hereditary, so we'll probably talk that too. We got some shit.
We got some cool shit coming your way. You never know what we're going to do. Unless we tell you what we're going to do.
Yeah, except
Yeah. Well, thanks for tuning in to this episode. We appreciate it. Go rate us. Go follow us.
Let us know you love us.
Yeah, because honestly, we could use it right now.
Just end on that.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
and I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics and Chronic. That's Comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.